The sun shone brightly on the big green meadow. Fiora the fox rolled out the largest picnic blanket she could find. It was going to be a perfect day for a picnic. Soon, Brum the bear arrived, carrying a big woven basket filled with all the main supplies. "Ready to set up, Fiora?" he asked with a friendly smile. Lana the otter and Rocco the raccoon were the opening crew. They put the basket on the checkered blanket and peered inside. "Time to see what treasures we have," giggled Lana. The friends brought all sorts of delicious things. Cora the squirrel and Pip the mouse had the important job of decorating the site with cheerful blue flags. "Now for the food prep," announced Brum. He used a big, clean leaf as a perfect cutting board and began making the sandwiches. Pip was ready to accept the first one. Bunny the rabbit and Lana worked together on drinks. Bunny poured golden juice into little blue cups, while Lana stacked the juice boxes high. Then Fiora joined Barnaby the badger and Spike the hedgehog, who were arranging the snacks. Spike held a ball, reminding everyone that games would start after eating. Barnaby pointed up at the sunny sky. "Look, Spike!" he exclaimed. "I wish we had a giant honey cake in the shape of a cloud." Spike just smiled, ready for whatever treat came next. Brum carried over a plate of freshly cut fruit salad, which he had sliced using his little pocket knife. "A sweet treat for everyone," he called out. The picnic was a huge success. Cutting, cooking, and arranging the food together made everything taste even better. The friends laughed, shared, and enjoyed the perfect day. It was a perfect sunny day for football in the deep green park. Fen the fox and Bruno the bear carefully set down the biggest, yummiest picnic basket on the orange blanket. Soon, all their friends arrived, but nobody was looking for sandwiches and juice yet. Brock the badger and Tiny Bramble the hedgehog stood ready, eyes wide, waiting for the whistle to blow. "First, the field!" cried Marina, the otter, stacking the juice boxes high. "Let's mark the goals! Who wants to play the best sport of all?" Daisy the rabbit poured cups of juice for later. "Football!" shouted Scout, jumping up and down. Everyone cheered. Pip the mouse and Sylvan the squirrel ran to the goal area to help set up the banners. "Look!" Fen cried, pulling on the big orange mat. "We can use Wiz to mark our main field." Daisy helped her roll it out. The big cushion from the basket would be the ball. Bruno gave the big cushion ball a giant, but careful, thump. It flew high in the air. He was making sure to pass the soft cushion ball gently so everyone could join in the fun. Scout and Marina dribbled the big cushion ball with their noses and quick paws. They were fast. They worked together, cheering each other on as they moved the ball across the field. Fen yelled, "Pass!" and kicked the cushion. It soared high over Brock and landed right near the goal where Sylvan and Pip were ready. Scout zoomed past, ready to follow the kick and cheer them on. They were the tiny team with big jobs. Everyone was playing in their own way. Bruno gave one final, powerful, but gentle kick, aiming right for the tiny goal. Brock stood strong, a proud defender, trying to block the soft cushion ball, but Pip and Sylvan, the tiny team, cheered as the little ball they'd hidden rolled straight through the goal. It was the best kind of day for a picnic, warm and bright. Bruno the bear carefully set down the big, beautiful basket in the park. The feast was finally here. Soon, the first friends arrived. Scout the raccoon and Marina the otter had helped carry the special checkered blanket and were so excited to see what was inside. "Look what Bruno brought!" cried Pip the mouse, rushing over. Bruno was ready to hand out the first perfect little sandwich on a leaf plate. Daisy the rabbit arrived with the jug of her famous carrot berry juice. "We have to make sure everyone gets an equal share of the drink," she told Sylvan. Fen the fox had brought the big bowl of sweet, cristy berries. She announced, "Let's all talk about our favorite park adventures while we eat." Brock the Badger smiled. My favorite adventure is finding the best place to sit in the shade. Brock loved quiet moments, especially during a grand meal. Oh, but the best part is sharing, said Marina. These tiny little cheese cubes are so hard to divide fairly. She held a little pile out to Scout. Sylvan had a brilliant idea. We can use the string from the picnic banner to measure the space for each slice of cake. Everyone agreed that was the perfect solution. Bruno took out the giant, round, layered honey nut cake. He carefully cut the first slice. One slice for Pip, one slice for Sylvan, and one for me, he announced. The friends laughed and ate, their tummies full and their hearts happy. Sharing the food was even better than the biggest park adventure they could imagine.